This is to bloodbath nihilist objective morality. There's a point here that's missing. Um, Without God, there's no morality, right? The point where we come from, or I guess the East comes from, is that this is already programmed in us. It's already built in us. If you read Ayn Rand's The Virtue of Selfishness, um, or if you look at the communist philosophy, when I was a communist, why is stealing wrong? Well, because in this kind of knee jerks against communism itself, well, if everybody stole from everyone all the time, there wouldn't be property. There wouldn't be private property, so you couldn't act. In order to have adultery, you have to have marriage, and if everybody commits adultery, then there is no such thing as marriage. There's no such thing as adultery. But this morality is built in us as basically survival. We come back to it where, again, we're damned to religion, which is the way we were designed. Evolution designed us this way. And the only thing that the revelation did was to show us this is the way, this is why people from the Roman Empire, against their instinct to survive for 300 years, threw themselves and sacrificed themselves to be Christian, or why kings and emperors gave up much power to become part of this church. I don't want to say Christian, part of the church, because Christianity in the West, this means something else. And the church advanced civilization, and we can look back and say, wow, that actually is the mechanism of how we got here, and we can see that it's good. Now, individually, how do we self-perceive? How do we know what's right and what's wrong? Yeah, in that position, yeah, it's like flipping a coin. But I think that a form of gnosis can be reached, but it cannot be communicated. So I agree, but I think that even the atheists have not only Christian morality indoctrinated into them, but there's a sort of natural morality, which I could be wrong on, because in Carthage, mothers were sacrificing their children to Moloch, and the Aztecs were ripping people's hearts out. We need this indoctrination. Unfortunately, it's gone askew, and people think that this comes from some text of a 2,000-year-old or so compiled codex of books.